From the creators of Relevant Magazine, this is the Relevant Podcast.
Ain't gonna be no
It's the week of Friday, January 27th, 2017, and it's the Relevant Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and this week's show is brought to you by Compassion. Compassion is the world's leading authority in holistic child development through sponsorship.
You know what I like? Well, hold on. You're in the middle of your job.
That's all right.
Nobody else gets
I
interrupted doing their
literally
job.
learned to just pause when I hear your inhale.
Well,
He's building to something here.
but what's funny is that as soon as you said compassion, I was like, okay, joke one, leave that one alone, okay? And joke two, so finally I got a little spot in here. It's important to say what I'm about to say.
Yeah. Last week you said, when I said brought to you by Compassion, you said also empathy or something like that, and Chandler cut it out.
Darn it! Because I was about to say it again. I would have really liked for that to have made it.
That wasn't my call.
Well, you know what? You don't get the joke. You don't get the joke I was about to make. Because
All right,
if you're
well.
going to cut it out, Chandler, you know what? Jeremiah is the
When
best.
you sponsor a child with Compassion, you're linked with a boy or girl who will know you by name. He or she will pray for you daily, and will write you a letter 3 times a year, whether you write back or not. The child you sponsor will receive educational assistance, supplemental food, clothing, healthcare, education, and training, opportunities for personal growth and development, and lots of love and encouragement. They will also be connected to a local church. The cost to sponsor a child through Compassion is just $38 a month, and 80% of the money you commit through sponsorship goes directly to the programs that affect your child. Allow God to work through you when you sponsor a child in poverty, and for a limited time, receive a free year of Relevant Magazine when you sponsor a child today. You'll receive both the print and tablet versions. Just sponsor a child at compassion.com/free to receive this special offer.
Can I actually read the little PS that they included in the copy that you didn't read?
Please.
PS, if you don't write that kid back, you're the worst person we know.
That's right. Like I visited a couple Compassion, works, and
Right.
and the children, like, look forward to the mail.
It's 3 letters a year. You don't even have to write like a full-size letter.
Yeah.
Just a little note.
Yeah.
But just don't be the worst person
Don't
we know.
don't make your kid the only kid there that didn't get a letter when the mail came.
Right. And PPS, I'm not speaking on behalf of Compassion when I say what I just said.
Yeah,
like
that's Eddie and Cameron.
They're cool.
Yeah.
They're cool with whatever, but you have to write that kid.
When you go to compassion.com/free, you can search for a child to sponsor by age, gender, country, special needs, and more. You can even search for a child who shares your birthday or Eddie's birthday.
February 12th. Let's get all the February 12th.
Make sure you type in compassion.com/free to receive this special offer. Well, like I said, I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and here in our Orlando studios, Eddie Big Cat Koffolds.
Also brought to you by Empathy. Empathy, everyone. Can't edit that out.
Over there, our social media maven, Chelsea Steele.
Hello, everybody.
On the ones and twos, our illustrious producer, my brother, Chandler Strang.
Hello.
And on the Skype line from Loverland, Virginia, Jesse Carey.
Hello, hello.
Someone got a little haircut. A little high and tight on the sides.
Yeah,
so looking
looking
cool.
good.
Wow.
Looking less Kyle Chandler-y every day.
No, just looking like Kyle Chandler with a haircut.
Looking exactly like Kyle Chandler, actually.
Let's say,
forever.
I'm looking like a Texas football player, I think is what you
Yeah.
mean to say, but that's okay.
Got your nice red flannel on. Got your
lose.
nice dad beard on.
You don't see me.
You
I'm not wearing a tucked-in polo here, okay?
a nice visor. Yeah, I agree.
Nice visor.
Listen to AM radio on the way home from
Can I
work.
just say something in life happens to you when you start tucking in polos on the reg? I'm not
No,
talking
I
golf
get that.
course but I'm talking like when you wake up on a Saturday morning to run errands and you're tucking in a polo, a part of your youth has died and is never coming back.
You're wearing a pair of white tube socks with a pair of Birks. You're like, it's all over, man. It's all over.
Yeah,
Youth has died. Yeah.
the tourists who dress like that, I
Right.
always wonder what their thought process was to plan for that. They packed that
Yeah,
foot
it was an
attire
outfit.
for the day at the parks.
There is a pendulum between stylish and comfortable
Mm-hmm.
that all of us sort of land in, right? Like you were kind of right in the middle, like very stylish, but also like you're
Practical.
not.
I got a button-up Oxford right
very
now.
nice, right? But some people, just that pendulum just has never gone anywhere but very, very comfortable. Because you know
comfort-based.
white tube socks and Birkenstocks are super comfortable.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
there's
but they're not at the point where they're wearing sweatpants every day. Like they're still at least they're at least being socially acceptable,
Yeah, but
which
that-
unfortunately
Homer
that
and the
work
Moo
still
Moo.
is.
We haven't gotten there yet. That's
Right.
comfortable.
That is comfortable.
Yeah.
But they're on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna.
It's a slippery slope.
I don't know
Right.
how comfortable a moo would be on a roller coaster, though. Like, I don't know that a tourist could ever go full
because
moo-moo
you need
for
sweat
comfort.
stops,
Right.
In
Sweat stops?
Yeah, like in
Well,
pants.
she's talking about the roller coaster. The wind would be an issue.
Yeah.
I'm saying you don't want your legs rubbing together all day.
Oh,
I mean, I don't want to get too into this, but
But you know, the other problem, if you were to go moo at the amusement park, is those roller coasters where it has like the harnesses that come down over the shoulders. If you're going on a big drop, that's just blowing backwards. I mean, that's a risky thing.
You
for
ain't going to see where
everyone
you're
involved.
going. Yeah.
no, yeah, you got the moo up around your face, and the whole world is just screaming in horror as you fly by.
And I'm pretty sure it's like a safety hazard. Like someone that, you hear those horror stories of someone getting like their super long ponytail jammed in the, roller coaster equipment. It's the worst way to possibly die. Not only is not only are you strangled by your own moo while you're going down a roller coaster, but you're also fully exposed and everyone's laughing.
Right.
It's no diggity. It's terrible. It's a bad idea.
No diggity, no doubt.
There's the picture at the end too when you get off the roller coaster.
Yeah,
that you gotta
exactly.
see.
They captured
And it's just a moo-moo
the instant that life fled your body because of the moo strangling it out,
Right.
and everyone is laughing. And it's
It
memorialized.
just looks like a big albino manatee with underwear on its head.
Old timey radio before TV, they would paint the word pictures, the theater of
Yeah.
the mind,
Little
they like to say.
Fanny.
I
Yeah.
feel bad for the theater of the mind that our listeners are subjected to when you guys go on runs like that.
That's right.
I'm not describing who this moo-mooed person is. I mean, it could be like a bodybuilder or something where you wouldn't be all that awful.
Yeah.
Just a comfort-laden bodybuilder.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it, Jesse?
So you're saying what would be so Eddie? You think it's plausible that next time you go to Disney, you could see just bodybuilders strutting around in moo-moos? Is what you're saying? Totally plausible.
I would be curious. I mean, I can't say I'm not curious.
Can I just say we're off to a weird start. We're already at the point where we're discussing the plausibility of seeing a bodybuilder walk around an amusement park in a moo-moo and possibly watch him get strangled on a roller coaster. in front of
Sometimes
us.
I
it's
think-
a weird day.
Well, here's why it's a weird day. We all, most of us, other than Eddie, just left. We're in the middle of magazine deadline right now. Today is when we start uploading to the printer the new issue of Relevant, which is a massive redesign issue. So, what is a normal chaotic last week of the cycle is times 10 because we're doing things for the first time. We've made massive changes to the magazine, new size, new format, new look.
That's it, right? I'm looking at it.
You're looking at part of it, yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And the cover is amazing and so many moving pieces. And normally we do this process called wall review where you're working on stories and they're in different stages of design and then finally when it all starts to come together, we put it up on the wall so we can see everything side by side and we make visual adjustments and move things around and, kind of unify some stuff and whatever. It's a process. But that process is maybe a 20-minute meeting with a bunch of us. Yesterday, that meeting went 3 hours. Wow. So and then today it happened again, not 3 hours, but and then all of a sudden okay, let's stop and be funny. Okay, this is literally Jesse's mind has snapped. That's what we're dealing with.
I've crossed the brink, and you don't understand how little I'm sleeping right now either.
Yeah, this is 3 a.m. of trapped in the cage.
Yeah, I just pull Cameron. I pull up a document that I saved on my computer at 2:30 a.m. last night while I thought I was working on magazine stuff. All it says is bodybuilders and moo-moos, bodybuilders and moo-moos 1,000 times. It's a 25-page document.
And Jesse's not only working with us on the magazine, he's his focus of his job is leading our digital media, and so he's heavy website. He's just we're all spinning a million plates.
I don't know where we're going today, but it's going to be weird. I'll promise you that.
Can I give people a little preview of something on the magazine?
Yeah.
And I don't want to. There's a huge capital A. And I don't want to give anything away, but when you see it, you're going to realize this is not the magazine you knew.
Eddie, that makes me nervous because I thought I dreamed last night that I wrote an entire feature in the wee hours that was just the alphabet. You're making me very nervous.
No, this is the capital A in this magazine is
25 letters short.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's exciting. So the March issue of Relevant is going to be a big reveal, a higher quality, thicker paper, bigger trim size. It's going to be
poster board.
beautiful. It's going to be really cool. We deliver them on hand trucks, like little dollies.
It's like those old science
It's
fair
like the
boards.
phone book.
Yeah, right. It's
The new-
exactly like
yeah.
the phone book.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave them outside your door in a plastic paper bag.
Yeah.
You're gonna leave it there until the rain, it gets all
Right?
soggy and
Straight to recycling.
Dissolves into the street.
I left a note for the last phone book delivery guy, like on my driveway. I just said, please put this directly into the garbage can. Just save me the 10 feet of carrying it there. Just put it directly in there.
Yeah.
it's like you're walking down the street and somebody hands you a flyer and it's like they say to you, "Here, you throw this away." I mean, it's like that's what they're doing with the phone book.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, coming up on the show today, we despite our mental
Insanity.
thinness.
Yeah, I like that you can't even think of the word.
Yeah.
You just
For mental
Agility
state?
right now?
Yeah. Mental
The
state?
brink of delirium?
Thankfully, we plan ahead and have some great guests coming up on the show today. Lecrae is coming up. He's talking to us. He has a new collaboration with Ty Dolla $ign.
So cool.
And he's going to talk to us about that and some of the stuff that he's working on right now. And also coming up, Erin Loechner, who is an HGTV personality, a blogger, a writer. She's the author of the new book, Chasing Slow. Chasing Slow, like it's a turtle. I
really
think, on
great
the cover.
conversation. Yeah.
Like just slowly.
Nice oxymoron on there.
Which living life with an intentionality of doing less. I need to read this book right now.
Yeah, I was going to say this is what we call balance, because we know that none of these topics, the social stuff that Lecrae's going to get into, the music, the building life with no margin, we're not touching that stuff today. It's going to be a weird ride, people. Buckle up and just wait for Erin Loechner to
Buckle
come on,
up, strap your moo in, and go for the ride. Hey, I have some big news before we move on. I found out yesterday that our very own social media maven, Chelsea Steele, is getting flirty tweets sent to her because people, not direct messaging, but people tweeting about how they are in love with the girl who does the Insta stories for Relevant.
Cameron, it gets worse.
It gets worse.
Yesterday, someone direct messaged me on Instagram and said, "You are beautiful.
Yes.
I'm saving for a 5,000 euro dowry." I don't know what he was
I
implying.
don't even know what that means.
Yeah, nor do I.
Should they try not to be funny? Because it would seem as though my theory about people being funny is pretty accurate with this.
What do you mean?
No one's funny. I've never laughed at anything anyone has sent me on social media.
But let me ask you this: Do you welcome these types of texts and messages, Chelsea?
Yeah. I mean, I'm flattered. I think it is. I understand what you're saying. When someone tries to be funny, it rarely comes across as like actually funny.
Right.
When someone's like,
Right.
trying to crack a joke.
Like the 5,000 euros. I hope it was serious. And
That was 100% serious.
Yeah, that's serious.
What?
He literally, a guy on Instagram responded to a story I made on Relevance
Yeah.
account and said, "You look beautiful. Pray for me. I need 5,000 euro for dowry this year."
Okay, but let me say this. If that is a joke, that's the only one that's funny.
That's a great joke.
That actually worked out really, really well.
Yeah, it turns out he's a comedian and
It's a real good
I'm
one.
getting married. So.
And we're getting,
In Soviet Russia.
Yeah.
That kind of a comedian.
I did
Yeah.
screenshot it and told my mom that I met someone. So
Oh yeah. I'm sure she was just tickled.
elated.
This is just what she always hoped for.
I mean, she has been really hounding me to go to a singles group at a church that she visits sometimes.
Oh, yoinks.
She was
I have no
excited
problem
for
with
a
singles
moment.
ministry. I have a hard time with your mom inviting you. All right? Like, okay, people do what they want to do, but
That's how she met her husband. So I
No,
think she's
which one?
really, Tom, the one after my dad.
You old Tomcat.
The
He was
old
there.
Mom and Tom.
He had been there for 22 years.
Yeah.
And,
Chelsea, what
finally
do
worked
they
out.
do at said singles group? Like, what kind of activities we talking here?
Do life
potlucks?
together.
Is it like bingo and stuff?
Do life together.
I don't know. I've never been. I'm sure it's like a chili cook-off or, the standard church
They usually
things.
have like good speakers or
Yeah.
it's sort of like a church service, but it's hard because
But
They're
inherently.
probably reading Boundaries.
But
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah. This
But
book's so
like
hot right now.
but everybody would attend because they're there to want to meet someone, correct?
Yeah.
So
Okay, I
we're
thought
putting
that.
up with the service till we can just get to the mingling
I would
later.
No,
hate-
I thought that.
Yeah, why
I
don't they
thought
just cut out? Why is it just a big open room? Why don't you just cut out throughout the
Speed
sermon because
dating.
no one's paying attention to the
Put some music on. Make a club. Just get the seats out of there. Make the sanctuary a little mingle action.
Okay, I know you all are joking, but truthfully, I kind of thought it was that for a long time but it's not just that. For some people, they are going to meet someone else, but for a lot of people they're going because there's like specific issues surrounding being single that usually aren't addressed on like a Sunday church service. So it's like sometimes addressing specific issues of singleness, which I think, okay, well, that's interesting. I had a friend that basically gently corrected me and said, hey, stop thinking it's a meat market. It's not. People do meet there, but that's not why we go. We go because there's like things in our life that you don't understand because every sermon is about like my kids and my wife and my, I was like, well, okay.
Eddie, you just made my mom's argument.
Yeah, I mean, because your mom invited you and your mom thinks it's great, that rules it out. Like, there's just no way it's the right place for
I'm
you.
like,
Well, you
Mom,
couldn't live the rest of your life having met somebody at your mom's suggestion.
No.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it'd be better if you met someone on your work Snapchat gram.
That's really the story I'm aiming for.
Yeah, I was going to say just a stranger offering you dowries for currency exchanges that we're not even sure, what they translate to. I feel better about the church potluck or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's still up for debate, so we'll see.
Hey, other updates since last podcast. Jesse was down here on Friday.
Yeah.
And we went to a Magic game that night.
Yeah, basketball.
Yeah, a basketball game.
How'd it go?
And you were there.
I was there.
Not sitting with us. You were back in.
No, not out of defiance.
Yeah.
I just had different
and then,
seats.
And then last night, you and I went for the first time this season.
Sat with you. And
So I've been biting my tongue. I haven't had any basketball stories all season long because our team's terrible and it's not fun to talk about it. But this is the first podcast where both of you were able to go to a game.
Well, I mean, you can always watch a bad team from those seats and enjoy it.
Right. You can just be eating the cookie and you just... you
Right.
know.
I could watch
Yeah.
a middle school orchestra concert from those seats and think it was great.
Eddie, last night, he was like, I'm going to go get something sweet, whatever. And I was like, you can just get the jumbo courtside cookie, chocolate chip cookie. And he's like, nah, I'm not going to do that this year. And I'm like, what? I ordered it for him anyway.
Yeah, I got to say, the cookie game is a little different than it used to be, isn't it, Jess?
Yeah, it used to be the size of your face.
I grabbed like four. I grabbed four reasonably sized cookies.
Yeah, they're about the size of your fist now.
Yeah, I will say
It's not jumbo anymore.
There were two women's.
I want one that's literally bigger than my whole head.
That's what they used to do.
Physically,
Cookie
while I'm
cake.
eating it, I'm not sure like the physics of how this is going into my body. That's the size cookie I want. I want something that's borderline cookie cake at that mall kiosk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, that's how it used to
That's
be,
what I want.
and I don't know what happened, but the one he ordered yesterday was the size of a softball.
Still delicious, though.
Yeah.
Still very good. I will also say, Cameron and I started out our eating adventure with courtside jar salads.
That's correct.
And
Yes.
it was good, because you got to start out light.
You
The
know,
salad, Jesse, is basically like if you were to
Oh, I
take.
saw it.
It's okay. It's just like vegetables.
I have a rule about eating or drinking out of mason jars. I just even if it's a good salad, I don't do it. And it's mainly because Cameron, I witnessed this when you ordered one a few nights prior to that. Someone near us looked over and noted your jarred salad. I don't want that conversation. Like I want to be like, look, you never seen a jar. You ever seen a jar
Every
before?
time
You
I
never
order
seen
it.
salad before? It's not that big a deal. Just turn around and stop talking to me. I don't even want to have to go
You
there.
want-
I
nobody's
want
gonna-
something that's not going to be a conversation starter.
Yeah, you want a styrofoam carton filled with like fries and chicken fingers.
Yeah,
Nobody's saying
I've
a word
never
about
had
that.
a jar of salad before, but this menu you order, it just says salad, and then you can add chicken to it or whatever. And they bring it out, and it is in a jar with a lid, and you
Lovely.
can like put your salad dressing in and shake it up or whatever.
Delightful.
And it's nice.
Innovative.
It's really nice. But like, and so like,
And you got a little trash container for the rest of the game.
Exactly. So I order it every game now. A little salad, little side
Lovely.
salad. Sitting there watching some basketball, just eat my healthy little salad.
Right.
And inevitably every time somebody comments
that's
on
the
it.
thing.
Like, look at you with your fancy
I
salad.
think it's out of guilt because I would want to make the salad decision, but every time I go, I'm gonna get the courtside nachos. They're so good.
But
Yeah.
it's the same thing. I think I've said this before. Like it could be the best thing on the menu, but if it has a ridiculous name, I'm not going to order it because I don't want to feel like an idiot. Like the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity may be unbelievable, but I'll never know because I will never look at a waiter in the eye
Never.
and order that. I will never do it. The jarred salad's the same way.
How's eggs over my hammy sit with you?
Not good. Not good. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm getting something that's not that I'm not embarrassed to order. Like that's the thing. There has to be a dignified way, and that's my thing about a salad. It's not so much embarrassing, but I just don't because Cameron, like you said, every time someone's going to ask you about the salad, and I don't even want to go there. I would open the salad lid and toss it in their face and be like, there's a real close look for you.
But here's the deal. I had to get past that because I go to so many games that if I was eating like chicken tenders and fries and all the stuff every game, I would not be a good thing. So I had exactly. I had to go salad. Anyway, it was fun going with you guys.
Oh, I had a blast.
Great. I loved it.
And the one thing about sitting down there too is like, they treat you different. I after the game, I picked up a flag that belonged to a cheerleader, was just waving it around haphazardly. No one said anything. Had I pulled that kind of shenanigan, 25 rows up, I'm pretty sure I would have been struck
like one of those massive, like
he was going to curse,
like one of those massive flags, like the cheer people, like to rally up, and they run around the court with it. Yeah, it was just laying there next to us, so we just started flying it around.
You can do what you want. You can take off your shirt and get in there, and they'll put you in.
Yeah.
Go ahead, hop in.
But here's the crazy thing with my Magic week. The craziest thing was on Monday, I got to go and have lunch with the general manager at the practice facility. Like they took our phones, so because we talked candidly about players, trades, and the state of the team. And then that night, I got to go to the annual team dinner, which was like this black tie jazz cocktail thing, and they had like poker tables and like live music, and I sat down and was playing poker with Magic players all night.
No way.
I love poker. I love the Magic. I was in heaven.
Your life?
It was the craziest thing. I'm sitting literally in between Aaron Gordon, who should have won the dunk championship, and CJ Watson, and I'm playing poker all night. And I sat down, and I never have conversed with the players before, and so I introduced myself, and Aaron goes, "We met, right?" And I was like, "No." He goes, "I know you," and I go, "Well, I sit at the games, I yell at the refs." And he's like, "Oh, dude, you're hilarious." He goes, "Dude, thank you. Keep it up, man. We love it." And then CJ is like, "Oh yeah, I saw you at practice today, man," because CJ's on the bench a lot. Yeah. And so CJ was like, "Yeah, I watch you all game, man. You're hilarious, dude." Whatever. And like, I'm like,
that's
really?
Awesome.
Oh, you have just so affirmed everything that I had ever hoped. I mean, this is like, it was the best thing ever, man.
Didn't one of them be like this? Did one of them go, "Hey, I must be mistaken. Do you eat jar salad? Do they sell jarred salad at the game?"
Hey, how do you get the jar salad? That's amazing.
It seems like they don't do grilled chicken on it
we
normally.
Didn't even know that was an option. That's very interesting. A salad in a jar. Okay. I thought you brought
just look
So let me ask you this. You don't bring those jarred salads to the game. That's something they offer? Learn something new.
Can I ask you a question about the poker game?
Yes.
Those guys have an ability to play poker that, while you make, I'm sure, a fine living, is not Magic basketball.
We were playing for money.
Okay, great. How does that work out?
Yeah, it was like I was playing for real. Like I was playing conservatively, this and whatever, and they were playing a little more loose. Oh yeah, this is just a fun night.
Yeah,
and it was hard for me to do that, not play poker the right way, kind of thing.
Chips were like points, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of a.
Did somebody win like something at the end, like a fruit basket, or? It's just you just
playing
for fun.
Just sit down playing poker. Yeah, we gave you a certain amount of chips and whatever. And
because I feel like I'd
kind of like a home game.
If I was in there and I was really trying to play the game,
well, then you're out. You don't get your seat.
You're playing for your own seat.
Yeah, if you bust, you don't get to sit there with the Magic players and talk about jar salads.
Yeah, you're playing for admission.
You're basically playing for admission. Try to outlast the other people. Yeah,
got you.
Yeah, it was fun. I was so proud of myself because when I walked in, I was. Like I really felt like a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my gosh, there's basketball players. Oh my gosh, there's basketball players.
Yeah.
And I was Insta-storying it, and I was like, oh my gosh, look over there, and I was like zooming in. I was like, whatever. And but when I sat down, we're just among friends here. We're all peers.
And when they sit down, they're not 3 feet taller than you.
Yeah. So Aaron did get up, and I was like, hey, before you leave, do you mind if we grab a pic and whatever? And he stood up, I literally came up to like his belly button.
Yeah.
And like when I posted it, like the person taking the picture was pretty close to us. And like they would frame it a certain way if they're taking pictures of regular sized humans, and then Aaron's standing there, so I see them tilt the camera up, and like literally I'm cropped at like the chin. You know what I mean? And like I have this little,
Why
I'm
didn't
like
they just
little
go vertical.
little Cameron. No, well I mean they did, but they were so close.
Still.
I was like step back, But anyway, but like I look like little Cameron, and like because he looks like a regular sized adult, like, and then I look like this little miniature person, and I was like I can't post this.
I think I have a rule that if I won't take a picture with someone if I were going to give them a hug, I'd have to turn turn my head. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like because if you guys just went in and did the cool, like, oh, cool, it's nice seeing you, and you did like the hand thing, and you'd have to turn your head.
Yeah. That's true.
Or you'd have to bend down really
a man of our stature can't turn our head.
I should have stood on a little chair or something.
Yeah. Or just asked him to kind of take a kneel.
Yeah, take a knee. Yeah, I forget how massive these guys are.
Put down the jar salad, man. It looks like you got a communion cup in your hand. Like, make me look normal.
I mean, I'm 5'11". He's 6'10". I mean, he's like a foot taller than me, and but it looks way more than a foot when you're standing next to each other.
He's huge.
It's huge,
and his shoulders are.
But I was proud of myself. I didn't say anything embarrassing. I was like, cool, you know, like I thought I would be like,
that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, but
they're
I did
suddenly
kind of do
going
that
all
with the general
in,
manager.
like at the same time. You're like, okay, I won't.
Yeah, they're like, at the time, gotta mingle.
Yeah, you're like throwing your keys on the table and trying to bet the car.
I was sidling up to like CJ. I was like, hey man, tell me the truth. Do you hate stuff like this? I mean, he's like, no, it's cool. It's like whatever. Like, man, I'd hate it. I'd be like, I'd be sidled up here in the corner just like you were.
Because it is
like,
a corporate,
you know. Yeah, they have to do it.
Yeah, they probably end up liking it when they're there, but they're probably whining while they put their suit on.
Well, some of the guys, you know, like were just. Anyway, yeah, it was a fun night. And I ended up talking to the general manager, like late to the night, like we are talking trade options and stuff. And yeah, we're BFF now.
Exchange phone numbers.
He gave me his card.
Did you,
Wow.
Cameron, at any point, did you try to get a walk-on tryout for yourself? Just be honest.
Dude, I don't want to play. I want to be one of the coaches / decision makers behind the scenes. I don't want. Yeah. I want to influence the influencers. You know what I mean?
Right. You want to be in charge of the general manager.
You're the puppet master.
Yeah, I want to be the Svengali to our GM.
Nothing sinister, but did you tell the GM that you want to be his puppet master? I don't want this to come across weird, man. I just bet my car in that poker game and lost it to Aaron Gordon. But let me ask you this. What are the odds of me being your puppet? Just think about it. Yeah, first order of business, make the jar salads more prominent on the menu. No one knows about these.
Well, moving the show along, it's time for our look back at what happened other than that this week in culture and entertainment. It's time for
In Case You Missed It.
In case you missed it, I know we bring a lot of SNL stuff, but this past week, Big Sean debuted some new music as a musical guest on SNL. And the second song he did was his really Jesus-filled, faith-inspired song called Sunday Morning Jetpack.
That's like that's the thing now on SNL.
Yeah. It's like Kanye got resurrected by Kirk Franklin. Chance the Rapper had a worship service at Christmas time. I mean, like, there you go.
It's really happening.
Well, it's priming you up for Sunday morning service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like right before you go to bed.
Sometimes it's Sunday by the time they're performing it.
Right.
Maybe it is Sunday.
Yeah, or maybe you DVR'd it. You can come home from church, watch it, keep the worship service going. The song starts off with the lyrics, thank you, God, for all my setbacks, because he the reason I'm able to give back. This feels like my Sunday morning jetpack. Feel like I sent the prayers up and got blessed back. He references his upbringing, his love for his family, church, prayer, faith, even collaborating with Kanye West and Kirk Franklin. Name drop Kirk Franklin.
And jetpacks.
And his love for jetpacks. Here's a clip.
And you taught me I'm a product of everything I go through. And you and grandma went broke so we would never get bruised. You the reason that I ever touched my first Franklin. Fast forward, I'm in Kanye crib with Kirk Franklin. It reminded me of how we used to dress up as a family and go to Sunday service and be in church singing. Ain't been to church in a while, but it ain't just about how you praise him in the building. It's about how you praising him while you out.
That's right. Not how you just praise him in the building. It's how you praise him when you're out. Come on, Big Sean.
Well, that seems nice.
Preach,
Big Sean. There you go.
Yeah.
In case you missed it,
Jetpacks for Jesus. That's the name of his band.
that's a new charity I'm starting.
Oh, yeah.
It's a social
Everybody
enterprise.
we're sending jetpacks all around
For
the
every
world.
jetpack you purchase, we give one to a child.
Well, it's a way that you send missionaries into the
business
most
model.
remote part of the 1040 window is you give them strap them onto a jetpack and then go way into the jungle.
I would give my life to the mission field if you had that organization.
In case you missed it, the movie Silence seems to have had a profound effect on Liam Neeson. In Martin Scorsese's religious epic, which is out in theaters now, I think they just went wider like today. So it's been a little bit more limited. And then today, when the podcast hits, it goes pretty wide.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson plays a Jesuit priest who's tortured for his devotion to Christ. And he faces doubt and a crisis of faith head on. And in a recent interview, Neeson actually said the film was, quote, a meditation on doubt, faith, a serious study about belief, and discussed how it impacted his own personal faith. Like co-star Andrew Garfield, Liam Neeson said that the Jesuit spiritual exercises, which he practiced in preparation for the film, had a profound effect on him. Quote, "You strike up a relationship with Christ through the Gospels so that ultimately Christ becomes your brother, someone you talk to regularly every day and throughout the day." When asked about how his own faith related to the character of Father Ferreira, who he plays, he said, "I think Ferreira's idea of God was ultimately one of love, but this is what I choose to believe myself. If God were a stern master, I would have given up the faith long ago. God is love. Love is God. I've had personal experiences of God's love, beautiful and calming, all the things the Psalms talk about. If he was a stern master, well, I don't know. Silence is out now."
Wow.
And if you go this weekend, I think you get a free jetpack.
Yeah. No, that's...
But you're required to use it in the mission field. But it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of a unique...
Jetpacks for Jesus. They raised a tremendous amount of money. And just
just paused the podcast and is running over to Illustrator to
Strapping
figure something out.
Liam Neeson,
Like,
jetpack on Liam Neeson.
Hold on a second. Sometimes the jokes write themselves.
He's like, I'm going to abandon this bodybuilder in a moo-moo. Jetpack on Liam Neeson.
We should have told him earlier on, like, hey, hold on. There's more to come.
Yeah. In case you missed it, pop singer Sierra is speaking out on the benefits of abstinence. She was recently interviewed by the magazine Cosmopolitan South Africa and discussed why she and her husband, NFL quarterback Russell Wilson, were so vocal about remaining abstinent until they were married. Russell Wilson, who was previously married, and Sierra, who has a child with hip-hop rapper Future, made headlines when they told fans that they planned on waiting until they got married. The two are both vocal Christians. She said, "You shouldn't feel like you have to give your body away to get someone to like you. I really believe that when you focus on a friendship, you have the opportunity to build a strong foundation for a relationship. And once you know you're really great friends and you're what we call equally yoked, where you share the same values, the same outlook on life, it kind of sets the tone. Knowing that you always have the friendship and that you can always go back to it is very important and very powerful." Russell Wilson recently discussed a relationship and abstinence, telling CBS News, quote, "If you can love somebody without that, then you can really love somebody."
What do you think Cosmo in South Africa is like? You think it's the same magazine?
I think it's the same magazine.
No way.
Yeah.
I do think it's interesting that they're the ones that covered that interview, though. Like, not Cosmo
exactly.
US didn't.
Well, and that she's known down in South Africa. I guess people are just...
Well, I mean,
famous
music's
people.
international. American music
that's right. I
is our
forget.
biggest export, American entertainment.
Yeah. But it is an interesting forum for someone to talk about not having sex, basically. Like, that's the calling card of that magazine, you know? So good for her.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. In case you missed it, the Avett Brothers covered the prayerful "Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth" on The Late Show this week. The folk outfit played a cover of the classic George Harrison song in what Stephen Colbert described as a very special performance. At the time the former Beatles member wrote the song, Harrison was exploring religion and spirituality and was associated with the Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
If you watch the airplane movies, they used to walk around airports with shaved heads and robes and ask for money and tambourines and stuff.
Still do.
They would just mill around the airports because there's no security wall. I remember that as a kid.
Yeah. They're still over like college campuses.
Yeah.
Oh, do they really?
Gainesville.
Yeah.
There you go. But the classic song actually reads like a prayer. In his autobiography, Harrison wrote, "This song is a prayer and personal statement between me, the Lord, and whoever likes it." So it's like we get to listen in on it. Here's a clip of the Avett Brothers' performance.
Won't you give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me life, give me life, keep me free from earth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul.
That's a cool song. And George Harrison was an interesting guy, too. Like a real spiritual wanderer. But that is like a really prayerful song. If you didn't know, that it wasn't written by someone who was like overtly a Christian, you like would assume it was.
You would assume this person has a jetpack.
Yeah, you would assume he was a big donor to Jetpacks for Jesus and was just jetting all around the place with lyrics like that. Good stuff, George Harrison.
In case you missed it, concerned fans have actually caused The Walking Dead to go in a less violent direction. The first half of the 7th season of The Walking Dead was controversial among fans, especially for its level of graphic violence, which was extreme even for a show about zombies. The season premiere infamously showed brutal killings of main characters. Now the producers are going to make some changes because fans were so vocal about the extreme violence on basic cable. The second half of the 7th season starts on February 12th, and the show's exciting.
Hey, that's my birthday.
You want to have a zombie party?
Ooh, no, I don't watch that show. You know that.
I don't either.
Way too scary.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not
But
anymore.
we should have an ironic zombie party then.
Where all the like where we watch the show, but then we have like a celebration of life ceremony after each killing.
Yes.
We just stop and
make it a singles event.
Yeah,
man.
I'll
I was
be
wondering
there.
What happens.
yeah, I'll play. I
Give
can
out jar salads.
I could play. I
Big
can only
night.
imagine
I
after
get
every
it.
single death.
Jeez.
No, too far. We keep going. All
The
right.
show's executive producer, Gail Ann Hurd, total panel of critics. We were able to look at the feedback on the level of violence. We did tone it down for episodes we were still filming for later on in the season. She added, "This is not a show that is torture porn," and has now vowed to not let the show cross that line. So,
Which, in fact, probably will make it scarier. Because when there's like implied death or scariness, that's when it gets like psychological and terrifying.
right. Yeah.
That's
when you
probably
just like,
good. Less gore is probably
But I
good.
feel like the most interesting part of this is like a lot of times you hear about those stories of like people like boycotting some piece of entertainment because of objectionable content. But this wasn't that. This wasn't people on the outside. This was like the fans of the show who like wanted to dialogue with the people that are creating it, being like, "Hey, listen, we've given you 7 seasons here. What's going on?" I feel like that says something about an effective way to kind of enact change because they weren't outsiders. You know, they were people who are into the show.
which is why I want to get involved with our GM, because if I'm on the inside, I can affect
Exactly.
change.
You're not just some dude off the street. You're just some guy who
I'm not
just
some guy
Jesus
yelling,
jetpacked in there.
what a scrub at a game. No, I'm the one texting him that guy's a scrub. You know,
right. It's psychological.
It's Inception.
right? All right, well that'll do it for In Case You Missed It. Stay tuned. Up next, Slices. Listening to Rubble Bucket. The song is Not Cut Out for This, which is my theme song. At the beginning of the podcast, you heard Evolfo with Moon Eclipsed the Sun, which is otherwise known as an eclipse. Okay, it's time for Slices. What do you have, Jesse?
All right. Well, you guys know me and my dietary habits. I'm not a big fan of this whole artisanal thing that's happening right now all over the country. You know,
Artisanal,
like
you
these farm
said?
to table, organic, pan-seared, jar salads. That's not my style. You know, give me the fried chicken fingers, right? And so in big cities, these cool like artisanal restaurants are popping up that are like super specialized, that serve like one main thing, but they do it in like really fancy ways. And none of it has really caught my attention. Even like the donut, like those fancy donut shops that are everywhere right now. It's like I'm fine with a 7-Eleven donut. That I don't need like a donut crammed with 5 other pastries. Like I'm just not into this whole trend until now.
I was with you until you said the donut thing. I think that donuts are having like their heyday.
Yeah, they are.
I realize it was just a single example, but I think that maybe you need to revisit the donut issue.
Eddie, can I just say this? Get a box of chocolate Intamins from the supermarket, okay?
No, Jesse.
Dip it in a cup of coffee, and it rivals anything that you would buy in like some Brooklyn basement that costs $25. Okay,
I'm with you. I'm with you with the meat thing. I'm with you with pickles. I get it on almost everything, but like Mighty O in Seattle, North Lime in Lexington, these will like destroy your like notions. But continue on. I don't want to wreck your slice. I love you too much.
It's like somebody who's never left their hometown, like
Right.
having opinions about the world outside their hometown.
Who would even want to live in San Francisco?
It just crosses a line.
Everybody.
here,
Everybody
okay?
would
It's
love it.
there's
Literally
no
the
need
best.
for it. No one asked for this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Do what you need. I understand.
Well-
you got a slice to do. Go ahead.
Okay,
sorry.
but I will say this, though. I will say this. this is changing my mind because of a new restaurant that is opening in New York, of all places, of course, and it's spelled D-O with a little line over the O. Evidently, that means it's pronounced dough, and this is just a raw cookie dough restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Everything they serve is just, you can buy, they have like a whole like ice cream parlor type of setup with just a bunch of different kinds of cookie dough. And you can just get that in a cup, or you can get a cookie dough sandwich. You can get a cookie dough milkshake. You can get cookie dough creations. I used to sit on my couch and peel back a roll of cookie dough and eat it like a burrito. I love cookie dough. This is the greatest idea for a restaurant. If they had this near me, I would go regular. I would eat lunch at this place. It's all cookie dough, and they don't cook it either. That's the important thing here. This is not a cookie shop.
I got to tell you, I think your premise is real thin here. I mean, I understand the artisanal thing, but I think that with cookie dough, it's like, fine, call it artisanal, make me wear some sort of like hipster thing and grow a beard. I don't care. If you're going to give me cookie dough in multiple forms, I will literally do what it takes to get that cookie dough. If I got to go to your foo-foo-y Brooklyn restaurant in the old like meatpacking district and everybody's like vaping out front and like whatever, riding unicycles, like, okay, fine.
But doesn't cookie dough have raw eggs in it and stuff?
But no, but they can't.
You
do
roll
that.
the dice for salmonella every time, but that doesn't bother me. There's some risk in life they're willing to take.
How to make
you gotta live alone.
They do it without raw. They figure out how to make it without raw eggs, so not everybody's dying.
I feel like
Plus,
that's a
I feel
myth.
like a lot of people eat raw eggs and are okay.
Yeah.
Like the guy from
raw
Chips.
eggs
That's
Just
fine.
like-
Rocky would suck him down all night. But it
just
did.
the
I
Rock.
will say this: it did get me thinking. Like, if I can be compromising in my anti-artisanal restaurant feelings, like for a cookie dough place, what other restaurants would I be okay with? And I have a little list here that I've created. I'll read you a couple and let you guys know which one of these I should open.
I really did not know that. Perfect. Go ahead.
Okay. Number one, it's called Hot Pockets. And it's a restaurant. You go in, it's just a big wall of microwaves, and you go to a freezer, and they have every kind of Hot Pocket there. It's called Hot Pockets. All Hot Pockets.
Dude,
But like every kind, like even obscure ones that like, they have a lasagna Hot Pocket. I never knew that.
Oh, like
That's
those
why you get
old
Hot Pockets.
Those old candy stores that get candy that you didn't even know was manufactured anymore. You're getting a Garfield sponsored like lasagna Hot Pocket from the mid '80s that you didn't even know was around.
Wouldn't you want them to, like the restaurant to be more of a thing, like you go up like and tell them what you want in your Hot Pocket and they make it for you fresh?
That sounds pretty cool. I wish I had thought of it, but I'm already landed on this idea. It's called Hot Pockets.
I mean,
And honestly, it's an honor system type of deal. We don't even have a cash register. We just freezer microwaves. I got a very simplistic vision here.
Okay.
The other one, here's another one. I got a couple, so just bear with me. It's called Starburst. And it's all the weird flavors, like that weird white one that no one knows what it is, like tropical twist. I never have seen all the Starburst in one place. That's what this is, Starburst.
So like the M&M store, like in Times Square, but just for Starburst.
They have all the ones from the tropical packaging, the standard packaging. That's a good idea, Jesse.
Yeah. Okay.
Starburst.
So Hot Pocket Starburst. This one is called Crock-Pot Weenies, and it's a whole store with just crock-pots going all day, and there are various. Right. And you come in and you get a whole pile of toothpicks. Okay,
right.
And you just you just randomly pick them out. The whole, just as many of these weird.
But you can't ladle it into like you can't ladle it into like your own little bowl. You have to go into the crock pots with your toothpick.
That's right.
I gotta tell you, there is some.
It's like a fondue kind of situation. You kind of go for the experience.
There's really some shockingly alarming health concerns associated with that. I mean, I'm with you, and I think they're delicious, but I think we gotta think the method by which you acquire them, because I feel like
you haven't heard my next idea.
Yeah. Well, okay. So it just gets better.
If that one gives you concern, this one's called meatballs.
I like the fourth one makes it better. The fourth meatballs.
And you walk in.
What do you
walk
there?
in, and the crock pot, they're all labeled, right? So you know what you're getting into. Oh, this is like a spicy weenie, or this is picante or whatever.
Yeah.
No. Meatballs is more of kind of like an experience type of family style, where it's basically like a giant hot tub sized bowl in the middle of the restaurant, where it's just filled with meatballs. They're not labeled. You just make a plate and you just eat some meatballs. You don't know what you're getting. It's just part of the deal. It's like a mystery thing. It's almost like one of those escape rooms with meatballs, because you're trying to figure out what's going on.
Sometimes at Magic Games they have like food beforehand, like the buffet,
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll do a meatball buffet, and they have several different flavors of meatballs.
No, this would not happen at Jesse's Jesse's place.
No.
They
No.
would put
You,
them all
in my
one-
situation, you dump them into the same bowl, and like I said, the whole point of meatballs
So it's almost
is
like
you don't know what you're getting.
Like those soda suicides where you put a little bit of all the sodas in one drink.
Right. I
Exactly.
picture it as some sort of like witch's cauldron in the middle of it, right? Just
Yeah.
a huge black cast iron.
Well, have you ever been to a Korean restaurant? A lot of Korean restaurants will put a little griddle in the middle of your table, and
Lovely.
you actually have to cook your own meat during the
that's
meal.
delightful.
What if that was like that's how the tables are? Each table has a big like cauldron in the middle, and you just ladle all night.
Jesse, how does that sit with you? This is your idea.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I'm also not opposed to just, having it more kind of a full experience restaurant where I just have pounds and pounds of raw ground beef sitting out, and you got to make them all. I have an open fire, and you figure it out.
What if the restaurant like you sit down at your table, and your table is like donut shaped, and you got your pot in the middle of it, and each table had a different flavor meatball, but you didn't know which table had which flavors. So now all of a sudden you're socializing because you sit down at the table, you try some of the meatballs, like I'm going to try another one. I'm going to go sit down at that table for a little while.
You're at a Pan Asian
It's basically
table.
the singles ministry.
I'll be there.
Yeah, Chelsea's there, just
ministry is
working
like
away
meatballs.
around all the different pots.
Your
Eating
mom
it-
actually said she loves that idea.
Really?
You should totally go.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would go to a singles mixer if it was a bunch of donut tables with pots of meatballs in the middle and different flavors.
You heard it here, folks. That's
Meatballs,
the next hot trend.
meatballs. Yeah. You find love, eat meatballs. That's our slogan.
I like that at your restaurant. No, you got more. Go ahead.
I have two more, and then I'm done.
Find love, eat meatballs. That's a T-shirt if I ever heard one.
And it can go either way. It's almost a circular logic.
Is it?
So
Find love, eat meatballs.
Try new
Find
meatballs.
love.
Right, because you could eat meatballs and then find love.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
it all goes together.
I could see like a
Meatballs
dating
find,
app that goes
eat
with
love.
it too.
Wait.
No. Find love, eat meatballs, or the other way around. Eat meatballs, find love.
love.
It all works no matter what's.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what order. If there's meatballs and people in a room,
Well, if there's no
everybody's in love.
punctuation and it's truly circular, you could also do love, eat.
It could be spelled
Meatball
meat,
find.
MEET.
Hey, Rella Art,
Meatballs,
I know you were
meatballs,
halfway
Chandler's
done with the
onto
Liam
something.
Neeson thing. I need you to delete that file, and I need you to get on a logo for Find Love, Eat Meatballs.
We need meatballs.
Yeah.
No, it's
MEET.
meatballs. The tagline is find love, eat meatballs.
Yeah, it's for meatballs.
I have guys. Okay, I have an even
this
better
is-
idea for a name.
it's off the top of his head.
Okay, here's the thing. It's
this
Cameron's
is like-
idea. It's
This
Cameron's
is like
idea.
Don Draper This is like Don Draper sitting down with Heinz ketchup, and he's just about to make the sell.
Listen, it's Cameron's idea where it's people come to meet. It's circular tables. There's lots of meatballs. It's a romance thing. But here's the thing: you dress up for it, and it's once a year, and it's called the Meatball.
Yeah.
There's fancy music.
Thanks for taking it
There's
there.
fancy music.
Thank you.
It's an event. There's a red carpet. People come to the
meatball.
Meatball.
No, the meatball.
No, all you do is you rent out a Brazilian steakhouse and throw the meatball there, and it's they're walking around just bring you meat all night.
That is
Yeah, but it's got to be meatballs.
Okay.
Because the name doesn't work.
4 times.
But anyway,
4 times
Yeah.
meatballs.
you can't have lamb. No lamb at my meatball. You'll be removed if you try to sneak lamb in there.
What about a lamb meatball?
So 2 more. Yeah, I mean, if it's ground into meatball form, I won't be able to sniff it out, but I'm just generally against lamb. It's just kind of weird and grosses me out.
It is?
If you snuck lamb meatballs in there pre-cooked in like a Ziploc bag, that'd be kind of weird thing to do in a tuxedo,
Yeah.
but I guess I'll let it slide.
Yeah, some sort
That's
of
the thing.
sacrificial lamb.
I'm not looking for you. I turned a blind eye. Okay, so 2 others. Fruity Pebbles, organized by color, because I've always wondered when I'm eating them,
Great
would it taste different if I just had
Interesting.
all blue or all red?
You are a
Am I
savant.
tasting the melody here? Am I tasting the melody, or are all they the same?
I
Is
think
there
it's
one way to find
medley.
out?
I think the word is medley, not melody. Medley.
I'm running on very little sleep here.
Yeah.
And, I'm just going to
Well-
nix Fruity Pebbles, the cafe idea. It's a terrible idea now that I say it out loud. Finally, a Gatorade bar. It's all the obscure flavors, and people just come and have some Gatorade. It's they're not drinking out here. This
like
is,
low
this
calorie
is a safe
red.
place.
Low calorie red. It's really hard to find.
Yeah, Arctic Blast,
So when you go to Epcot,
Michael Jordan sweat
when you go to
flavor.
Epcot or one of the World of Cokes or even at Epcot Center,
Mm-hmm.
they have a room where you can go in and just get little kind of these dentist cups, spit cups, basically,
Yeah.
and you can go around and they have on tap. They have all the international weird flavors
Oh my
that Coke
gosh.
owns, and it's like watermelon soda from this country and whatever. You can go around and just partake all of it, and it's really wonderful. So you're talking about that for Gatorade.
Yeah. There is
just for Gatorade. I've always wondered like how many flavors are out there, you know? And
There's one country, and I don't want to offend them, especially because it's where, you know, Jesus is kind of from.
Yeah. It's a big jetpack manufacturing.
Their soda is complete garbage.
Yeah, I don't like it.
They just need to taste regular soda.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what's happening. It's like some sort of crazy black licorice awful.
Yeah, no,
it's
no
just
good.
really terrible.
I like all the Asian and Polynesian countries where they have like kiwi flavored and they have like different mango flavored
No
ones.
problem with that.
and
Nice fruits.
Just delicious.
Yeah, nice sparkling fruit beverage.
It's Cohen's favorite thing to do is just we hang out at this little tasting room for
At
an hour. At Epcot.
I love that.
Cameron, I would like you to ask Cohen how appealing a Gatorade flight during Arctic freeze is, because I've already got it in the works.
Gotta tell you, those are some
flight.
crazy restaurants, but I'm down with all of them.
Yeah.
So what sparked
That's what
that?
I think. I mean, this cookie dough thing has invigorated
Cookie
me.
dough.
The Cookie Dough restaurant coming to New York City. That
Yes.
sparked all of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're a young entrepreneur looking for your big idea, and
These have all been taken. You got to find something else.
here's what we know about Jesse. He's been doing this a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He has more ideas than he has actionable items.
Right.
So he's just throwing them out there for the world to use, I think.
Yeah,
But
I think meatball is probably worth holding on to.
Yeah.
the meatball.
I think the Starburst Cafe could totally. You could give that away.
You at least need to buy a meatball domain, I think.
Yeah,
The meatball.
meatball.biz.
I'm sure meatballs is .com or any variable is available.
all four meatballs and any extension you can get.
I'm just looking forward to like the
.edu.
Chef's Table episode about where it starts off and you just see like a slow spinning plate with like dramatic music playing in the background. It's a Hot Pocket on there. And it's like a voiceover. And it's like the voiceover means like the key and what I've looked for my whole life is the right number. To make sure it's not too frozen and gross in the middle. And then the plate keeps spinning and you see like pizza sauce just shoot out the side all in the side of the microwave. It just got me in my search for perfection. here.
Even when I walk in the woods, I see
It's the
hot
voltage.
pockets.
It's the voltage of the microwave. I don't even know what convection is. You know,
There is
like,
something
it's just
that
me
connects to
pondering
my
about
soul.
Hot Pockets.
That is a legit question. I eat a lot of frozen meals because that's what I have to do. But
meatball.
but
The
on the
meatball.
back they'll have like 3 different times for different wattages of microwaves. I look at my microwave. There's not some big label that says what wattage it is on it. How are we supposed to know?
You only know that when you order it, and then that information is not available.
Yeah,
again.
that was like 10 years ago for me.
So generally, what do? You just average it out.
No, I just go with I assume I have the most powerful microwave available, and
course
so
you do.
I go with that one. And
course you do.
it's usually right. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So someone was asking me about baking. Like, because someone was coming over and they're going to put something in the oven. They're like, you got a convection oven? I'm like, I have no idea. Like, you can come and tell me, but literally, I don't even know what that word means. I know I've heard it, and I know it's applied to oven technology, but I don't know what that technology does, much less if my oven has it. So just come over.
It circulates the air around the food in a circular manner, cooking it more evenly and more quickly than traditional top heat, baking. Anyway, what do you have, Chelsea?
We are settling the score once and for all about the debate of millennials spending time on their phone. Bloomberg has an official report that says, despite the popular belief that millennials are the generation most addicted to their phones, a recent report from Nielsen, the media information and analyst company, found that Gen Xers actually spend the most time on their phones.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they're spending the most time on their phones on social media pages.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Which I thought was interesting. Yeah.
So it's not like they're like always on their phone, like checking their emails because they're businessmen and
Right.
all that.
Right.
Oh my gosh! What
What are the age breakdowns in this scenario?
Well, don't we know that Facebook is old? I mean, like the average, right? And then like in the 40s and 50s.
My mom is like, I think, a textbook
Wow.
Facebook user.
That is hurtful to her.
I
wouldldn't call her old.
She's over there starting singles groups on Facebook and
Wow.
inviting people left and right.
not like regular moms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
I have a. Oh, go ahead, Chelsea.
well, the age breakdown for Gen Xers, I believe, scientifically is 35 to 49 or 50. So millennials are fallen to 18 to 35.
So my theory is it's not a generational thing. I think it's when you get older, you get less motivated to like go out and you just want to sit at home and goof around on your phone more. Like, I don't think it's a generational thing. I think you hit an age where it's like, I don't know, just goof
it's
around
not
right here and
generation,
do
it's
something better.
age.
It's age.
Yeah.
Because generationally, like millennials, like all the ages.
We'll get there.
Someday millennials will be 50 years old. They're still millennials.
Right.
So it's by
exactly.
age. So that's like the kind of the 18 to 35 bracket
Sure.
is less into it. 35 to
50.
Yeah,
I think the spin on this was because millennials, I think, just get a lot
Get a
of
bad rap.
Yes, bad rap
But
for
they're always
spending
on
too much time on their
Snapchat.
phone.
Yeah.
Right. I do all the time. So yeah, I think it was
Well, it's your job.
Right.
You turn it into a career somehow.
and you
and
can
a dating
too.
service apparently.
Yeah.
It's the real reason I took this job.
And yeah, I Chelsea doesn't know this, but she's on top of the list for who will help promote the Meatball 2017.
She'll be the
big to do.
the
I need a pro.
hostess and
I need a pro in there to
spokesperson.
get those Gen Xers in.
I really think that to this point, and I have nothing to back this up. I think that there's a, and I don't want to get controversial, but there's pre-election and post-election. I feel like everything that has happened in the last year with the full election has just been like, all right, everybody I know who's younger is over this, and everybody who's older is just energized and really into sharing a lot more random stories.
I think too, my people like my mom. She uses social media for like things that she would normally use books for. Like she finds all of her recipes online on like BuzzFeed's Tasty. She watches those videos that are like
Your mom
time
follows
lapse
BuzzFeed.
for the recipes that they do on their Tasty section.
They're pretty good.
They do they'll stop you on your Facebook feed
it's like
because
that overhead shot of like a mixing bowl, and
It's
they
a
made
time lapse of like a
4-course
chocolate
meal
cake.
in like 35 seconds.
Yes.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I could totally do that.
Yeah, like meatballs, Starburst, Gatorade.
Yeah, they made scaling, gutting, cleaning, and cooking that fish look incredibly easy. I totally got this. And then like 5 hours later, you got fish guts all over your kitchen. You don't even know if you got a convection oven.
Everybody's
You don't even
hungry.
know what it
It's
is. Yeah.
2 in the
All you
morning.
know is you got a warmish fish that's stinking up the house thanks to the BuzzFeed video. I don't want to get into it, Chelsea. I hate those things.
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't surprised, but it felt nice to be affirmed.
Well,
Affirmed. So you've been saying this.
Yeah, I don't spend too much time on my phone other than at work, but like socially, when I'm with my friends, I don't really spend a lot of time on my phone. And when I'm with my family, I want to enjoy my time with them. So I have always been aggravated by the stereotype of millennials, just always kind of being bratty and unavailable on their cell phones.
Yeah, I would agree.
And now science has my back.
Science.
Yeah, all of science.
All of science.
Yeah, literally, this was written by Stephen Hawking.
Bill Nye, Stephen Hawking. It's his next book coming out.
And Bill Nye.
Science. The same people
Right.
tell you not to eat raw cookie dough because it's got eggs that can give you
Name one person who has died from salmonella from eating raw cookie dough.
Name one person who's died from salmonella.
From eating raw cookie dough.
There's got to be.
There has to be somebody.
Who?
You just don't know
I don't
them.
know their name, but I mean, I'm sure. Like if like people die every year from like
Chandler's about to Google it.
from like
Has
soda machines falling
Has
on
anyone
their head?
died from eating cookie dough?
I'm just saying I've been doing it for 25
Cameron,
years.
you know how many people have died in free experimental jetpack accidents? Probably a lot, but is that going to stop jetpacks?
We've lost
for
a
Jesus?
third of the
No,
mission.
because we have a mission.
No way.
Yeah, we've lost a third of the missionary field over the last 3 years because of jetpack
With
accidents.
It's not going to
Actually,
stop
we
us.
have no-
You got to live on the edge. You got to live a little.
There-
You think I'm afraid to wear this moo to the park? No, I'll go on the biggest, most dangerous roller coaster they have and just cross my feet.
Yeah,
And my legs.
And my
by the way.
legs.
At Jetpacks for Jesus, we have no employees that have been there for longer than 3 months, and we don't talk about why.
And honestly, because we don't know. We never saw them. They shot up in the sky, and
Yeah.
we don't know what happened.
It might have been the
GPS
ascension.
I'm
The
could
green
just
dot
start
on
a
our
new life
GPS
somewhere. I
tracking
don't
just
know.
went blank, and we just assume they're
Hope for the
out
best.
doing their thing.
Yeah, they're out in the mission field.
Yeah,
as far as we've investigated,
yeah,
they're fine.
yeah. We called their
The
cell
last
phone.
I saw him,
Yeah.
he was screaming, but he was healthy. I'll say that. He was
And he was healthy, and we got a whole new crop of interns on the way.
A bunch of
He
people
was
who went.
rocketing at a height that I didn't even know was possible, and he was screaming, but he was
Yeah.
definitely alive. So
And there was
I
some-
don't know what
A whole
want me
bunch,
to tell you.
a whole bunch of people who went and saw the movie Silence are now signed up and heading
Heading
away.
out to Jetpacks for Jesus.
Yeah.
And a lot of
There you go.
distress in that.
What do you have, Eddie?
Well, I'm not even going to read my slice because basically,
Yeah, normally you do. Normally you have your phone in your hand. Right now, his arms are crossed.
Nope.
He is sitting here confidently.
I think that we have all really hit on our individual strengths today. Jesse is talking about kind of what's trending and how he can make it insane.
No, make
our-
it sane, you mean. Continue.
Insane, you mean? Our media maven is bringing a social media update. I'd like to bring something.
meeting people.
And meeting people. And I would like to bring a story story that
Brainstorm
will,
about the old meatball. Continue.
Yeah. I'd like to bring a story that will certainly insult everyone. So, who here has ever done a gender reveal party?
No.
I've been to one. I've never had to have
I've
one.
been to several. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have one for your kid, Jesse?
No, we didn't, but I attended several.
Okay.
I know the whole thing.
Okay.
Like,
So
continue. I'm not going to interject my opinion without.
Oh, no. We'll have the
get
same
into
opinion. So the idea of a gender reveal party is that when you find out maybe your friends are having a kid, they have not that party. It's not the, hey, we're having a baby party.
Right.
It's the, hey, we found out the genders. So we come over and, you kind of, there's a way to tell them. So it used to be back like when these started, and I don't know like when they started, but it feels like they've really hit the consciousness in the last like 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm.
They'd bring out a cake and you'd cut the cake open and you'd pull the piece out and it's like, it's pink inside. And everybody's like, oh, a girl. So it's a big gender reveal party.
Right.
Then it kind of evolves, and now we're like, there's pictures of the happy couple standing out in the backyard, and they're opening up a box, and blue balloons come out, and it's a boy, and we're all clapping and happy. And so these have evolved and evolved and evolved, and of course, most recently, in some city that I don't remember because I'm not reading the slice, in some city in America, sounds like the South, a guy gets a legal explosive. He covers that legal explosive with some sort of blue powder. Has the gender reveal party and has the whole thing. Everybody comes over, and the way they reveal the gender is he shoots the explosive with a gun, at which it makes an explosion. And I will post it somewhere. The audio wasn't enough to make it onto the podcast, but when it explodes, it legitimately is something out of like Saving Private Ryan. Like it is like an explosion that makes everybody back up. And then the best thing is when the explosion happens, people aren't like, yay! You just hear one woman, and it's got to be his wife, just go, oh, wow. And then like slowly everybody recovers and starts to clap and they're excited. So
Would you say he blew it?
thank you, everyone. Tip your waiter.
That was the Relevant Podcast. Thank you for joining me.
Anyhow, so the end of this story happens with this guy. And
Rex Cameron slowly removes his sunglasses. Would you say he blew it?
right.
Man, this guy really blew it.
I guess you could say he really blew it.
That's really funny. I love this scream. This scream was practiced.
Well, it's the Led
So the neighbors, and not neighbors next door, his closest neighbors were 3 miles away. The neighbors called the police because they thought there was a bomb happening. And this guy, there was a very good chance that he's going to be taken to court for this. And they were like going to press charges because you can't basically set off a bomb. They're also thinking of naming the boy Wesson.
No.
So let's just talk about, because I don't ever bring like, crazy criminal stories, because I feel like they're just everywhere and who cares. Can we talk about this gender reveal thing? When you go and you watch, let's say, the Olympics, you're clapping because of every person who can run in the world. It got narrowed down to the best 5 from each country. Then they all got together and ran, and the person who wins, you clap because it's like, you made it. You are one of 8 billion people.
Right.
Okay. When you watch a fight between 2 people, right? You have a sense when you're watching this fight, okay, who's going to win? Is it going to be Frazier or Ali? We know who's going to win.
Right.
Yeah.
But the reason
Frazier or Niles.
That's right. Frazier or Niles. Right. The reason it's exciting though is because it's going to take a lot of
guy going to fall
technique.
from the sky and will he be alive?
Oh, he didn't. He made it. Okay, clap, everybody.
Yeah, he's still screaming. Okay, we're good.
But it's still an exciting event because the technique that goes into your 50-50 chance is just astonishing. To watch them, the artistry.
Yeah.
A gender reveal party literally is revealing something that you know it's going to be one or the other thing,
Right.
and neither one of it really matters, And I don't understand why it's a big deal. And people that are sitting there clapping don't care because we knew it was going to be a boy or a girl. I would clap if you're like, hey, we're having a zebra and we don't know how it happened. It's like a biological miracle, right? Or something. But when the gender is revealed, you're like, of course that's what
this is your whole hero thing. This is not my point. Like your point is it's like the Chilean miner thing. Like they don't get hero recognition because they didn't do anything special. They just stayed alive in a freaking mine for a month. Okay. You did literally what has been happening since Adam and Eve. You did the normal thing. I think it's exciting when people have a kid because that's like a kind of a miracle. It's amazing.
So you're saying have your friends and close family over. And then reveal the big news that y'all are pregnant.
Yeah, God has
performed
excited a common miracle, like a miracle. Like it's amazing. Sometimes it's not easy to do. It's been a long journey. But to find out it's a boy or a girl, it's like, of course. Yeah. What else was it going to be? Like who?
It wouldn't even dawn on me to throw a gender reveal party.
And I know plenty of one and plenty of the other. Like I know boys and girls.
And they kind of like half the population's one, half's the other.
Right, exactly. We knew it was coming.
My thing is there's just too many parties these days.
No, this is the other
birthday
point.
parties, there's anniversary parties, there's moving parties, there's going away parties, there's coming home parties. I'm partied out.
Right.
Okay? Like, let's just have one big party every year. Everyone can come. You can pay me $300 to attend. It's going to be called the Meatball. Yeah. Just one every year to celebrate everything there.
Right. You get to write on a wall the thing that you're there for. Okay, we're having a boy.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. You moved this year. Cool. You got a new job. Whatever. Party. Come to the Meatball.
Everybody's excited. Yeah, I just don't understand gender reveal. I feel like I am alone in this, but I feel like a lot of people, and I know also that I'm insulting people that I actually love.
Well, here's the deal. A lot
need to know.
Our listeners are anywhere from college to 40s. So, but there's a good chunk of them that you can influence for the better. Right. You can plant this seed that they don't need to do this, and we can change the course of these unnecessary parties.
Let's have a baby reveal party.
Yeah.
You're pregnant. Congratulations. How you get people there, how you reveal it all, that's all very secretive,
Don't shoot guns, maybe.
No, don't shoot guns.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe don't involve bombs.
But when you tell your friends that it's a boy or a girl, we knew it was going to be one or the other, and we're not really surprised, and it's not our kid.
Yeah.
So that's my hot take for the day. Thanks a lot. I look forward to blocking all of you. You get angry at
me. Yeah, you're gonna get some heat, but you're a man of principle.
What if you somehow threw a meatball and revealed the gender there, like in the meatballs?
But I think that's just general conversation.
It'd be like undercooked meatballs. They'd be pink in the middle.
Hey, I heard your wife's pregnant. Yeah. We're having. We just found out we're having a little boy. Oh, congratulations! You know what you're gonna name him? Oh yeah, that's the.
I don't want to bite into a meatball and be blue on the inside.
That's the extent of the gender reveal.
You don't want the blue.
I don't want to hold to do it.
Last time that happened, the health department shut down the meatball.
Right.
For a year.
Do we bring a gift to the gender reveal? Because we're gonna have to bring another gift to the shower. I'm like, come on, let's just. Yeah,
it's true. You got the shower.
By the way, I'm flying under the radar with the meatball this year. Health inspector does not need to know, okay?
Yeah. Don't ask how these meatballs are bright blue on the inside. It's a real problem.
Yeah. It was intentional. It's a gender reveal thing, sir. Never mind.
It's definitely not some weird kind of ground beef mold. I told no one to bring lamb here. It always molds quick.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Slices. Stay tuned. Up next, Lecrae joins us. You're listening to Maggie Rogers. Oh man, I'm excited about her.
Yeah.
The song is On and Off. This week's feature segment is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a landing page, a beautiful gallery, a professional blog, or even an online store, it's all included with your Squarespace website. Creating your website with Squarespace is simple, intuitive. You can add and arrange your content and features with the click of a mouse. You don't have to have web design experience at all. You can design a best-in-class online store with Squarespace's award-winning templates, customizable settings, and more, all without a single plugin. They even have the commerce tools and can do all their store stuff. So you can go do a Squarespace store. It's easy. You should do something.
I guess what I'm saying is, were you surprised when Cohen was a boy? you knew it was going to go either way.
Right.
Right? Like, okay, fine. We knew.
I mean, I was happy.
Right,
I
of
mean,
course.
I wouldn't have been happy. I wouldn't have been less happy if he was a girl. I was happy to know that he was healthy.
Right.
You know, and like
The surprise is there's a baby.
right. And things are progressing
Hey, I got an
normally.
idea. Just build a Squarespace site. Announce it that way.
Oh, there you go.
No big deal.
The digital age.
Do a website reveal.
Yeah. And somebody, Jesse, you're going to need to hop on Squarespace and get meatball pretty quickly. Because you get a free domain.
Yeah, if you sign up for a year, you get a free domain included with your Squarespace
That's
site.
awesome.
So
I'll be shocked if that's not already taken.
really, well, Chandler can check right now.
I'll check it.
Or meatballs.
You can start your free trial today at squarespace.com and enter offer code RELEVANT to get 10% off your first purchase. Now you can start your trial. You can like build the site and do everything totally for free. You don't have to use a credit card. But
Can you buy a .gov? Because I think that's the only appropriate.
not through Squarespace, but through other. No, you can't do a .gov. I don't think you can do a
That
.gov.
might be a nice petition to get started.
But there are certain like weird places that you can register like other things that are actually other countries. You
Oh,
know?
yes.
And so
Yeah.
you
It
know.
is available.
Purchase it.
.com?
.com.
Is it available
I want
for
someone
like...
to purchase it. I want someone to purchase it. Make me a website, and it says the Meatball
Make me a
2017.
website.
It has me in a tuxedo lifting a silver plate with various meatballs, and it says, "Be our guest." Okay?
Done. Be our guest.
Hey, and if you do that, you can start your free trial today at squarespace.com and enter offer code RELEVANT to get 10% off your first purchase.
You'll have a ball. I guarantee it.
Yeah, and it's just you looking right in the camera. But then you buy another 30 seconds of ad space so that you can just stare into the camera and never break eye contact.
See, if I went,
While ominous music plays in the background.
Right. You just pick up a fork, gently eating a meatball that you never break eye contact.
well, today, Friday, Lecrae releases a brand new song called Blessings, which features a collaboration with fellow rapper Ty Dolla $ign.
You know what his name means?
Ty Dolla $ign?
No, Lecrae. It's French for the cray.
Okay. I mean, maybe.
If I ever meet him, I'll make that joke and see how it lands.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go over great.
Hey, it's Lecrae. Sorry.
The song is in preparation for his new album, which is expected to land sometime in the coming weeks. We recently spoke with Lecrae about the unexpected pairing, how he addresses social issues and injustice in his music, and what fans can expect from the upcoming album. I am stoked about this album because gotten to know Lecrae a little bit in this past year, and he has gotten so involved and active in justice issues and things that he hadn't been previously.
Yeah.
I am excited to see how that changes his music
Me too.
moving forward. So there you go. Without any further ado, here is Lecrae.
If you woke up this morning, it's a blessing. Yeah. If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before the come up, I ain't stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Blessings.
Well, I know you got a big song dropping tomorrow.
I do have a song dropping Friday. That's what they tell me.
And I saw it's a collaboration with Ty Dolla $ign.
It is.
Can you tell me a little bit about how that came together, that collaboration?
Man, I mean, you know, Ty, I met Ty years ago through Ninth Wonder before, you know, he was like as big as he is now. Long story short is we just connected and wanted to be a part of the project, and he heard the song and said, man, I want to be a part of it. And the rest is history.
And I'm the song is for the upcoming record?
Yeah, the song's for the album. The album is, should be out later this year.
Are there any other big collaborations that you've been working on that's going to be featured on the new album?
Man, I've been in the studio with so many people, and we're still in the process of really kind of figuring out what albums are going to make it, what albums are not going to make it. And so it's what songs, are going to make it and which ones will and won't. But, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of surprises, some other guests, and, I think people will be excited about it.
I know that, Miracles Whatever has a lot of spiritual undertones, but I think for a lot of people that are maybe familiar with Ty Dolla $ign's catalog, the collaboration may be a little bit surprising, but it does seem like there's a lot of artists right now that seem to be very comfortable talking about these ideas regarding faith. Do you think hip hop is having sort of a spiritual revival at the moment?
I think it's open to the conversation. I think hip hop is open to the conversation. You got to remember, hip hop comes from struggle and oppression and not spirituality. Soul music and R&B, all that comes from spirituality. So just to be able to have the conversation is dope, and I just want to make sure that I'm a part of it if I can be, and I'm grateful for that opportunity.
And that's okay. I'm hearing screams and they saying we sold out. Yeah. But I'm hearing screams from the stands cause we sold out. It's so loud. I got one life, so I spend time trying to live to the next one. If you don't like it, cool. It is what it is. 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 My plate too full to sample that dish. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I read something you wrote, I think it was in October, and where you wrote about how you feel like after being sort of outspoken about advocacy, about some of these big issues that are happening in the country, you felt like there were some people, even your own fans, that turned on you. Why do you think that was their response at the time?
I think it's hard for some people to disconnect politics and just kind of like everyday humanity. So some people will think that my blackness and my life as a black man is somehow me being political or being a left-wing advocate or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's just me saying, no, my experience is very unique. It's different than yours. And it's not me being political. It's just me being a black man in America. And so, I think if people looked around, they would have seen that a lot of ethnic minorities who were believers were struggling. And if you didn't have friends in those worlds, you wouldn't realize it was an epidemic. And so I was just a loud voice. And I think people didn't understand it and didn't want to wrestle with it and just kind of wrote me off. And it was what it was. But I still, as a person, as a human being, had to process the year and had to deal with everything. And so, whether they supported me or not, I still had to live and figure stuff out.
Now come back home and boss up. Buy a bottle for a fee, for dirty water. Bodies floating in the sea, dirty water. Blood flowing from the ground, dirty water.
Well, I know the song Can't Stop Me Now, a lot of these themes and ideas are, and a lot of specific events are referenced. How much does some of the police violence and Black Lives Matter and mass incarceration, how much do those type of themes play into this new record that you're working on now?
I said a lot of what I had to say on Can't Stop Me Now. Obviously, some things may show up here and there, and there's some songs that address some specific things, but I don't think there's an imbalance. I think that's an aspect of who I am, but that's not all of who I am and all of what I want to articulate and communicate. So, I think, I definitely didn't want to make a record that's what the focus was, because that wasn't, I felt like, Can't Stop Me Now articulated a lot of what I was trying to say, but there's a couple other songs that allude to some of those things. One of them in particular, I'm excited for people to hear because, sometimes people don't realize how marginalized an athlete or an entertainer is. And so their views instantly get shunned because it's kind of like, the world says, well, you have everything, so you shouldn't complain about anything, and that's the most ridiculous thing ever. But I just wanted people to step into my world a little bit.
Yeah, last year I was feeling hopeless. I just wanted it to end. People stealing money from me, man. I swear I thought that we was friends, and I was so depressed. I was such a mess, I couldn't shake it off. Another murder on the television, man, somebody go turn it off. I spoke my mind, I got attacked for it. Thought these people had my back, boy. Now they telling me I asked for it. I guess I'm just another black boy. And then they killed Tamir Rice, and they just go on with their life. They telling me shut up, talk about it, like I should just talk about Christ. But the truth is, I started to doubt God. I started to question my purpose. I started to act out. I ain't wanna sign another autograph or give a fake smile. Doctors told me that my man died, I almost had a breakdown. depression, it can fly away.
Well, one of the other things with that song, and I'm assuming on the new record too, is there's a degree of transparency, not just about some of these issues, but personal stuff, where you talk about depression and doubt. As an artist, how difficult is it because you're giving away a part of yourself there. It's not just talking about an issue. That's personal. Is that something that you find difficult, or is it freeing in a way for you?
Well, for me, it was initially difficult, but I learned that other people benefit through my transparency. And, I always say some people can be healed through seeing my scars. So I don't, now it's kind of like, man, you do it because it helps people. And, I'll sacrifice that. Because, in the end of the day, in some senses, like, it's over for me anyway, as it pertains to kind of the normalcy that certain people get to experience. Like, I'm only going to really be able to have a small circle of friends for a season just because, the uniqueness of my life and how it's set up. So I might as well go ahead and spill the tea and empty out the basket, because it's not like I got to go, it's not like I'm going to run into these people on a regular basis, or, it's just like, man, I've been given this unique platform. I might as well go for it and slice myself open for other people's benefit.
You gotta tell them go away. You gotta say it out the way. And let them know, hey, you can't stop me now.
That was Lecrae, or as Eddie says, the Cray.
I would like maybe before this episode releases to just shoot a quick text and go, hey, one of the dumber parts of the guys in the podcast said this. Gonna be cool with them?
Check out his new album. It's coming out soon. Song Blessings is out now. Listening to Coast Modern. The song is Comb My Hair. There you go. Erin Loechner is an author, speaker, designer, and the founder of the design and fashion site Design for Mankind. Her work has been featured in outlets like Dwell, The New York Times, HGTV, and Elle Decor. And for 2 seasons, she hosted a series on HGTV.com. In her new book, Chasing Slow, however, Erin tells why she walked away from many of her accomplishments to focus on a slower, more simple life that God was calling her to, and how we can all learn from her story. Here is part of our conversation with Erin Loechner.
So your book is about, slowing down, de-stressing, life cluttering, all these things. Tell me why you went down the path in the first place, not necessarily of writing the book, but of attempting to slow down.
So my husband and I used to live in Los Angeles and lived a very busy, very fast life. It ended up not being for us, strains on our marriage. He was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and we kind of shifted gears. I feel like the brain tumor came first in terms of the beginning of the journey. And then in processing that, we kind of threw ourselves into work. He's a film editor, so he went that direction. And I was trying to, when you're 20, you're just trying to grow out your bangs. I was doing nothing of importance. So there was just a lot of distraction, a lot of running away, a lot of chasing things. And we kind of both came to the conclusion separately, but together, that we needed to make a change. So through a series of events, we moved to the Midwest, and it's funny, we thought the move itself would kind of slow our lives for us, but then we just started living faster than ever. We landed an HGTV.com show, filmed for 2 years, 24 episodes, lived very fast, amassed a lot of things, immersed ourselves in the world of press junkets in New York City, and just kind of all the glitz and glamour that come with that aren't quite as glitzy and glamorous as you think. So the funny thing is the book started out about why it was important to slow down your life and reevaluate things, but then kind of what happened through the process of writing. But the book you set out to write is never the book that you actually write. Sure. And it ended up being about how you can, in fact, chase this slow lifestyle just as fast as you're chasing the fast one. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's about surrendering the metric altogether and resisting the temptation to measure your life. It's not to be measured. You get today, it's a given, not a gift kind of thing.
So what did the process of starting to slow down look like for y'all?
For us, it was, I would say the biggest catalyst was quitting our 9-to-5s. But that's kind of an easy Band-Aid, right? Like that shifts the logistics of your schedule, but not necessarily where your heart is. So I think it was a 2-part deal. You change the exterior, you kind of shift some things around in your life, but then you have to also make the decision to not add it back in, right? Mm-hmm, to not fall into the trap of busying yourself on whatever track you are, whether that's the freelance career or life at home with 2 kids.
So for y'all then and your family, what's the biggest difference, like tangibly? I mean, in terms of if you could compare kind of the previous non-slow lifestyle and then embracing a slower lifestyle, how does that look different?
It's a lot of margin. I feel like before the temptation was productivity guarantees results, right? Like you're constantly moving forward, so you're growing as a person. But I found that when I kept myself so busy with my calendar and my expectations of other people and just adding to the schedule alone, just to kind of define myself really, to prove that I was of worth from others, it left me a little bit of a shell. There was no time for internal processing. There was no time to think about what it was that I wanted from my life, what it was that I wanted for my kids. So I would say the biggest shift, what it looks like for us, is we just allow a ton of margin on our calendar. We have a family day every Saturday or Sunday. Sabbath is there for a reason, right? Like there's always a blocked off day on the calendar for one. We generally don't do a ton of evenings. We make time for things that are important to us. We travel overseas a lot. We make sure that we budget toward that. Instead of buying the fancier car, the fancy house, our money goes toward food and travel. So it's on a small scale, looking at, okay, well, what do you want for your family? And then how are you going to get there?
That was Erin Loechner. Make sure to check out her new book, Chasing Slow. It's out now. Saying too, Sir was, but it's not. So was is WAS, capital W, but Sir's all lowercase. In case you're Googling it, capitalization matters. Sir was. The song is In the Midst. In the Midst. All right, well, it's time for your feedback. Normally, before we do feedback, we have corrections and apologies for last week's show. No corrections and apologies, but I do believe Chandler has a hot update from a question earlier in the show.
Yeah, it turns out you can actually die from eating
cookie dough with raw eggs.
With raw eggs in it. It's very rare.
Aren't you a
But there are
killjoy?
strains of E. coli that you can contract from it.
Yeah, certain raw eggs have E. coli.
Usually you'll just get sick, but there are situations where people died from it.
There you go.
That's terribly unfortunate.
The more you know.
But I got to say, just so we don't get sued for defamation, I'm sure D0 has figured that out. Right. They're not killing people with cookie dough.
D0?
Well, that's what they named it. They're saying it's dough, but if you put a slash through the O, it's a 0. So D0.
The cookie
The
dough.
cookie dough store, the actual cookie dough store.
Yeah, that Jesse was talking about was D and then an O with a line through
Well,
it.
maybe if they just do egg whites or something. I mean, that maybe it's the yolk
Just
that
an egg
carries the E.
substitute.
coli. Oh, yeah, do egg substitute.
No big deal.
Just have some waivers.
Just
out
a little
front.
egg beaters.
Just waivers. It's just like an iPad. It's like,
by the way, you might get salmonella and die if you can just sign
Blah,
here.
blah, blah.
It's just like a big, like one of those punch button things. It's like dying okay from this, and you just hit the green thumbs up.
Walk inside.
Listen, I technically have to let you know the refrigeration in here has been broke for about a week. But I don't see any of the spoiler.
Okay, it's time for your feedback. Well, last week we got talking about travel stuff, and that led to youth group travel stuff, like, memories of going on a trip with your youth group and stuff like that. And so we were talking about kind of horrible hotel situations on last week's feedback. And so this week we asked you for your worst, or maybe best technically, youth group trip stories. You guys went over to the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com. You also posted or you hit us up on Twitter at Relevant Podcast. And here are a few of our favorite worst youth group travel stories.
Caleb said that he was helping to lead a mission trip to Mexico where they were staying and doing like a week-long vacation Bible school and a soccer trip, and they were showing the Jesus film in this, kind of impoverished village. At one of the soccer games, the soccer ball was kicked over a nearby brick fence, and a very enthusiastic student from the ministry there that had come down proceeded to climb over the brick fence and trying to go get the ball. Well, it kind of toppled, I guess, when he was on there, and it turned out that the brick fence wasn't a brick fence at all. It was the outer structure of a house that a family was attempting to build. And, he did fetch the soccer ball, but the family did not come to any of the Jesus film events for the rest of the week. So it's always good to check on that kind of stuff before just leaping on over. The mortar hadn't set yet, unfortunately, but he did get the soccer ball back.
I'm reading the episode page. I feel like people were trying to get a column in or something. It's like 7,000 word, like beautifully written.
It's their audition.
Oh, it's like, okay, we got it.
Folks, we need about like, if you can read it out loud in 15 seconds or less, then it might make it onto the show.
Bullet points. I got jokes to do. Let's go.
There's a brief one here by Doug McFarland. He said, this wasn't a youth group trip, but in high school, we took a band trip to Orlando. We visited several theme parks throughout the week, and it came time for SeaWorld Day. A buddy of mine talked a few of us into skipping SeaWorld. We entered the park with the group, got our hands stamped for re-entry, took a taxi back to the hotel, and hung out at the pool all day. We then took the taxi back in time to see one show and then reunited with the group. My mom was a chaperone and didn't know about this for years.
That's awesome. That's brilliant.
That is awesome. That's like the marathoner who diverts from the course, takes the subway to the finish line, and then just kind of victoriously
breezes through.
crosses, before everybody.
Yeah, that's great.
I can't believe that.
I mean, sweet kids, all they did was hang out by the pool. They could have done a lot worse. But,
Yeah.
Okay. I guess my point is proven wrong. Somebody can write something on the internet that is funny.
No.
John Sprinkle. 6th grade bus ride to camp. We drove through the night.
John Sprinkle, founder of the famous cupcake store Sprinkles. It was just named after him. It had nothing to do with the toppings.
John just got super offended.
Yeah.
Weirdly,
they don't have any cupcakes with sprinkles there. It's the one flavor.
Well, he hates people associating that topping with his name.
Yeah.
So out of defiance, he owns a cupcake store that refuses to use sprinkles. But it's called Sprinkles.
Why does everyone keep asking me?
Exactly.
Literally.
Have you never heard of Hilton?
Right. 6th grade bus ride to camp. We drove through the night. Great idea, by the way. And after this, a kid fell asleep. This kid who's he said he's like that guy in the youth group, but that kid fell asleep, and the leader put on an alien mask to scare him awake at about 3 a.m. The kid then woke up and immediately punched the adult leader in the face and started crying, which is just the ultimate conflicted inside the adult leader, because immediately they're trying to be fun with this kid, and now the kid's super angry, but now they're upset because they got punched in the face,
and then the kid's crying and we consolidate, and it's your fault.
You want to try to care for this kid, and then you just gotta,
and you've broken the trust forever.
Right, that's it.
That's funny.
Brandon on Twitter said at age 9, his dad's chaperoning a locket at a small church and went to the video store to get a movie. For some reason, they rented and watched the original Night of the Living Dead, which I'm pretty sure is a hard R. And Brandon's dad sounds awesome, by the way.
A very hard
He
R.
followed up on that tweet. I saw that. He followed up on it and said, the only thing he can thinking about why his dad went and got that movie, like, why would you do that for 9-year-olds? Is that he hadn't seen it and it was some old movie from the 60s. So he probably thought it was like safe, like safe, scary.
My parents have done that before. Yeah.
And it's like one of the most iconic, terrifying movies ever. Yeah.
I love the fact too that like I can't help but think Brandon's dad, part of his motivation was like, man, there's a couple movies I need to catch up on. I'll just throw them in during this lock-in. Like that was his whole thing. Was just a little movie time for me.
Yeah, I tell you, I don't know if I'm gonna ever put my kids in youth group. I'm
reading all these?
I'm reading all this. I'm like, oh, this was totally youth group days.
Yeah, never.
Yuck.
Rebecca Monroe said, one of my favorite youth group stories, there are so many, is a time when she went on a youth group camping trip. Her brother and his friends were told to get rid of the remaining trash and food from the weekend's adventures. The boys didn't want to throw the trash away, so they ended up throwing it in a river, which the entire youth group saw as it floated by them.
Oh my goodness.
So they threw it away upstream.
Yeah.
4 of our youth groupers starved to death that week.
Yeah.
There's a lot more stories. You should, they all seem to have a common theme of gross things happening.
Excrement.
There's a lot of those stories. So go check those out online. Okay, it's time for this week's
editorial question of the week. Hey.
Okay, well, earlier in the show, I got the chance to tell you all a little about my life.
Yes.
And I had a dream come true this week, and I didn't even know it was a dream I had.
Yeah.
I got to wear a suit and play poker with Magic players.
Yeah, I think suit and poker were not even. You just got to be around Magic players, so I think.
But I also love poker, so it went to a level of like, it would have been a neat meet and greet, but it went to a level
I didn't
of like,
realize
It was a dream
formal.
realized.
this was a dream I didn't realize I had, and it just got fulfilled.
But let me just ask you: if
So
there's
Cameron, you were suited.
Oh,
You were
dude,
in
I had a
suit.
pocket square, tie, suit, everything, man.
Did you sneak in some lamb meatballs in a Ziploc bag by any chance?
It wasn't that kind of ball.
No, it wasn't that good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't that good. Yeah.
I can't even hop in on
But
that
I got
joke.
us thinking, like, okay, so dream scenarios for an evening. The question of the week this week is, we want to know what your dream evening would be. Who's there and what are you doing? Like for me, I'm hanging out with my friends, the Magic players,
Right.
and we're doing a thing I love to do, play poker.
Yeah.
And there's cool jazz music playing, and there's free food. I mean, this is literally heaven.
And nobody's getting a column in the magazine with this thing. Let's just keep it tidy. Get to it.
So what would your dream evening be? Who are you with? And what are you doing?
Bullet points. Just keep it short.
I assume, Jesse, you would be at the meatball with...
Yeah, with my special guest of honor, the one, the only David Blaine.
Right, exactly.
Big night. I would like to introduce everyone to 2 special guests tonight. On my right is David Blaine, and on my left is Robbie Knievel, son of Evil Knievel, who will be jumping over a simmering pot of meatballs. Enjoy, everyone. Enjoy.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
exactly. So there you go.
Right.
Tell us your dream evening scenario.
SNL after party, and we're all just riffing.
Dude, there you go.
That's my dream. I want to go to that after party, and we're all just sitting around, just having a laugh, and I'm hopping in.
And you're allowed to be there.
We're doing.
They're
We're
glad
having
you're
riffs.
there.
No. I'm sitting there
You're
at
not
the table.
trespassing. Yeah.
80 Bryant's there. Maybe some of the cool people have come from Old Cast. Will's there, and we're all just sitting around, and I'm riffing with them.
Dream night.
Done.
And
That'd be
they're
incredible.
going, hey, what's that guy doing there? And you're pointing at you? Is that what?
No. The dream thing is you belong. You're supposed to be there.
Okay.
Hit us up on Twitter at Relevant Podcast, or you can post your dream night scenario on the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com. Well, many thanks to our show sponsors for making the episode possible. Remember, you can go to compassion.com/free to sponsor a child in poverty. And when you do so, you'll get a free year of Relevant included. It's at compassion.com/free. Also, thanks to Squarespace. Remember, when you can start a free trial today at squarespace.com. And when you decide to sign up for Squarespace, enter offer code RELEVANT to get 10% off your first purchase. Thanks also to our guests for joining us. Lecrae's new song Blessings is out now with Ty Dolla $ign. Be on the lookout for his new album dropping soon. This is the thing about music now. We don't know when it's dropping. It's just going to, like, you wake up one morning, Lecrae new album. I mean, like, who knows?
It literally, there's no release date. All he said is it's first quarter 2017. Like, so it could be tomorrow.
Here's how you keep tabs. You follow him on Twitter at Lecrae.
He does mention little things. He says little things about it.
Also, thanks to Erin Loechner for joining us. You can follow her on Twitter at Erin Loechner, and her book Chasing Slow is out now. Hey, we told you guys that the next issue of Relevant is a big redesign, and if you want to be sure to get it, go over to relevantmagazine.com and subscribe now. You will get the old pricing, which, trust me, you'll want. So subscribe now at relevantmagazine.com, and you will get the March issue of Relevant, which is the beginning of our new era.
Can I ask you a hot insider question?
Please.
So with the magazine, it'll kind of like, it'll feel different in your hands.
Yeah.
It'll certainly look different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How will that be mirrored in the iPad, where you can't change the size of an iPad?
Well, a couple of things are happening with our digital stuff. A completely new website is about to deploy.
Yeah,
we are in final phases of it. Huge new website, completely new online experience. And as a second wave to that, the tablet and mobile magazine experience, the iPad edition, is also getting completely rethought. So it's kind of like 1, 2, and 3. The iPad rethink will be third. The next issue of the iPad edition will reflect the new style, but will be familiar interactive interface and things like that. Moving forward, we're kind of re-engineering the entire digital concept of the magazine experience. So it's pretty exciting. Yeah, it's really cool. We're thinking a little bit outside the box on this one. It's really cool.
Going to get flip phone enabled. I think that's going to be the next hot thing.
That's the next wave. Super analog.
Super analog. Even the magazine is not analog enough.
Yeah,
right.
But we're moving in that
Just
direction.
some guy. It's literally so analog. Some guy calls you on the phone and just
reads it to you. It's like calling movie phone instead of checking an app on your phone. You have to call
It's
somebody.
like a live guy though.
Yeah.
He just sits there and calls.
Hey, this is Chandler. What's up? Yeah, hey, could you read me the story that starts with capital A? Yeah, no problem. Hold on a second.
Oh boy, here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. He must have been really tired because it's not even alphabetical. You want to keep going?
All right, on that note, we'll wrap it up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Eddie Koffoltz.
I'm Chelsea Steele.
I'm Chandler String.
I'm Jesse Carey.
We'll see you next week.
If you woke up just moaning, it's a blessing. Yeah. If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before to come up, I ain't stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Blessings.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Connect with us on Twitter at Relevant Podcast and get bonus material from this episode and more at the podcast section on relevantmagazine.com. And don't forget to check the magazine out. It's available on newsstands and at the iTunes App Store, or you can subscribe online at relevantmagazine.com/subscribe.
I'm in that studio trying to keep it pushing. Patty pies, boy, I kept them cooking. All I needed was the Mary, but the God in me was having commentary. I got angels all around like I need a baker. Blessings falling in line, guess I need a taper. And every loss is a lesson. Tell my haters I confess. Treat them like the green bubbles on my iPhone. I probably never read the message. If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before to come up, I ain't stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings.
I guess you could say he really blew it.